All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandon and Bryon. What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's up?
What's up? So, we're coming to the end of the year. We already got one done. So, if you want to check out Brandon's top five, I'll leave a link up here. But right now, we're going to talk about Bryon's top five movies of 2022. With that being said, go for it, Bryon.
Well, if you watch anything that I do, you know I don't like rules. So this is my top five ish.
cool. Pretty anxious to hear this.
All right, 5B.
5B.
Yeah, that means we're getting like 20 movies.
5B, we're going with The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this movie is hilarious. It's about Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage. It is so hilarious. It has Pedro Pascal in it. Tiffany Haddish is in it. I just thought this was so smart. It was done so well because we know who Nicolas Cage, he overacts everything, and get a story about him being himself, going to someone else's life who happens to be like this, involved in this drug kingpin, and him trying to save the day, just being Nicolas Cage. And I thought that was so smart, so well done. I just enjoyed the hell out of it. I laughed the entire movie. I think about the movie and laugh sometimes. It has great rewatch value, and that's why it's my 5B.
Okay.
Nice.
Now 5A. I love totally different movie. Smile. Smile was so dark. It was scary as hell. I didn't want to watch it. Look at the screen. I didn't want to see anything that was going on. It was so creepy seeing them smiling at you. The way they just like when the girl slits her smile from cheek to cheek, and that's the way she kills herself. It's unbearable to even watch sometimes, but they did it so well. I love the way it did it. And that's why it's my number 5A. Now, my number 4B.
Oh man, I love it. That's great.
I'm going with Nope for the same reasons. If you saw the video earlier with Brandon, very same thing. Daniel Kaluuya was amazing. Keke Palmer was amazing. I mean, Jordan Peele has been doing amazing movies. I love the mystery in it. I love their fight in it. I loved all the different characters. It was just awesome to watch. I think that's kind of why how I gauge my movies. Did I enjoy it? Did I have fun watching the movie? It's something I could talk about later and enjoy. I love it. So, not knowing what I was going to get into, not knowing when I was walking in the movie theater, had no idea what I was going to get into, and then seeing the UFO and seeing the people, and they weren't afraid of killing characters, not at all. It was amazing, and the alien was like pooping out. It was crazy. I love the ending of it. I love the family feel of it. I love Daniel Kaluuya, like the way his expressions and him being the hero and being so afraid to be the hero. It was just a great mix, and that's why it's my 4B.
Nice.
4A is The Batman. I remember when we saw it, and I remember watching it saying, this is not what I thought. This is going to be one of the best stories, one of the best acting jobs that I've ever seen from a Batman movie. It was just so strong. I mean, the story was different, a different villain. They created a different world. It was a better Bruce Wayne that I've seen in a long time. It wasn't as good of a Batman, but it was a better introduction to Bruce Wayne. I don't think I've ever seen that good of an introduction. I can't say anything bad about it. I know other people loved it more than I loved it when we were talking about it. But when I look back at 2022, it had everything you want: the action, the storyline, the character development, the villains. I hope they don't get rid of it. DCU, listen to me. Don't get rid of him as Batman. We need it. Okay. So now we're going to 3. My top 3 are pretty much, if you know me, you pretty much can guess what I'm going to love. My number 3 is The Woman King. I remember watching it and how epic it felt. Like it was the most epic story that I've seen. The King of Dahomey, just Viola Davis was a badass, was amazing. Every character there was so strong. I love watching it. What's her name? Lashana Lynch almost stole the story for me. It was just so good. The storyline was great. I saw with my wife, and we thought about showing the kids. If it wasn't for the violence, I probably would have shown all the kids for my girls. But I have 2 girls, so seeing powerful Black women in that way, and seeing them honored, and seeing them being taken seriously, I thought that was so good. And seeing John Boyega take that film and be a king and act kingly was something I love seeing. And especially this is the homie, this is the 1700s going to the late early 1800s. Seeing that then was just so great, and seeing the differences between the Black people that were there. I think it was stronger than Wakanda Forever, personally. But okay, I won't go to my number 2. My number 2 is Everything Everywhere All at Once. You watch Brandon, it's exactly what he said. It is probably the best multiverse movie that has ever been created. It's literally comic booky. I'm a comic book person. I really am. The storylines was funny. It didn't take itself too seriously, but the acting was good, made sense. As I said, it was exactly what Doctor Strange should have been. It's exactly what we have Crisis of Infinite Earths and all that stuff. That's what it should have been. This has everything. I almost want to put it number 1. Honestly, but since Brandon already put it number 1, I'll put it number 2. So I changed it up.
It's your list, man.
This is your list, man. Have at it.
Hey, yeah, but I gotta be.
Don't let mine influence it.
I gotta be different. I love having an A24 in my top 5 ish movies. So, but number 1, I believe is Top Gun. Top Gun Maverick was. I remember in like maybe 2 or 3 spots where I'm tearing up. There's other spots where I'm clenching the armrest. Because of what's going on, and watching, all the ships. I mean, ships, all the planes taking off, and being in the cockpit and experiencing it, especially in Dolby sound. So if you ever going to see a great movie, you need to see it in Dolby. Just the black is blacker than anything. Everything, the sound was amazing, and it made the experience so much more enjoyable that I went and saw it 2 other times. I saw Top Gun Maverick 3 times. Then I saw it at home, and then I downloaded it onto my iPad just so I could see it whenever I'm feeling down. That's how good it was. And I don't like Tom Cruise. I'm not a Tom Cruise fan.
Say what you will about the man personally. I really like him. Yeah. He brings his A game when it comes to
does amazing movies.
Great.
He does make great movies. I don't like. It's not my guy. It's not, but he made the best movie for 2022 for me. I appreciate you guys giving me the time to tell you guys about it. My top 5-ish movies. I'm done, guys.
There you go.
There you go.
Bryan's
very, very nice.
Top 5-ish movies. So definitely got to throw that in there. I think all of those are like, we got some honorable mentions or some ties, I guess. But yeah, so that's Bryan's top 5-ish movies. Leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You want to rearrange his list a little bit? Leave a comment. Let us know. We're always in chat, kind of checking comments and stuff like that. We appreciate all that stuff. And while you're there, hit that sub button. We're almost at 600 subs. So that's crazy. So hit that sub button, hit the like button so you know what, so we know that you like some of our content. And when you hit that sub button, we go live twice a week. So you want to make sure you don't miss that. But that being said, if you're watching live, stick around. We got a couple more things going on. And then if you're watching our replay, appreciate it. See you guys in the next video.
See you guys.